There are still many questions regarding dual play, and in a recent video, Rocksteady tried to answer some of those. While doing so, they've shown a new gameplay chunk that mostly featured dual play. Today on Arkham Talk, we'll discuss all that the developers talked about during that video, as well as use our detective skills to analyze it and discover even more. This is Gopko from Magical Noob. Welcome to another episode of Arkham Talk. Let's start with the basics. Dual play is the feature that allows you to play as one of Batman's sidekicks, Robin, Catwoman, or Nightwing. This happens during specific sections of the game, and as far as we know, it is not possible to free roam the open world with any of these characters. Once the combat or the Predator scenario is over, the sidekick will go away and you'll keep playing as Batman. The gameplay chunk shown in the latest video by Rocksteady features a combat scenario with Batman and Nightwing, so unfortunately, we don't have that many details as to how dual play works in a Predator scenario, but we do have quite a lot of information for the combat scenarios. First things first, in a dual play scenario, you have two meters on the left side of the screen. The one we all know as the free flow meter, and the second one, which we'll call the dual play meter. Both of these are shared between characters, or rather, both of the characters contribute to the same meter. So when you punch as Batman and then switch to Nightwing, both meters will remain the same. The dual play meter fills up by attacking and counter-attacking your enemies, same as the regular free flow meter. When it fills up, you can perform what they're calling a super combo takedown. It's their words, not mine. This is basically a takedown that uses both characters and switches control from one to the next. But you don't need to fill up your dual play meter to control the other character. You can switch anytime you want. You won't perform a fancy move like the super combo takedown, but you won't lose your free flow combo either. Now, here's an interesting bit. When you use a special move like the throw or the regular takedown, it depletes your free flow meter, as we all expect. But that same move will help build up the dual play meter. And the same goes for the super combo takedown. It depletes the dual play meter, but it helps build up the regular free flow. Regular free flow. Say that 3 times fast. Fuck. This virtually doubles the number of special moves that you can perform in a fight, since both meters synergize really well together. To counter this aspect, Rocksteady is bringing in a larger number of thugs into a single fight, as we can see by the number of enemies on screen. They might be also increasing the difficulty of some enemies, but we'll talk about that later in this video. For now, I want to answer another question that I know everyone's asking. How does the AI work? What's the character that I'm not controlling doing over there? From my analysis, when the AI takes over, it will mostly dodge enemy attacks. It will also strike thugs frequently, but it will be dodging attacks for most of the time, jumping all around the place. It seems built in a way that allows you, the player, not to worry about the character you're not controlling. It's not taking damage because of all the dodging, so there's no danger of it being taken out. But it's also not overpowered, performing all kinds of special moves and beatdowns, so you won't be able to just sit back and wait for the AI to clear the room by itself. The AI will also remember the last action you performed. For instance, let's say you're playing as Batman and you initiate a beatdown on a thug and switch to Nightwing in the middle of that beatdown. The AI taking over Batman will finish that takedown for you as you switch control to the other character. So if you don't want to deal with the big guys, just initiate the beatdown and switch. Let the AI handle it. And that's all I have for you regarding dual play, but I've also noticed a couple of things that I didn't know about before. First, it seems that there are objects on the floor that you can use. I knew about stealing weapons from thugs, but using objects that are just laying there as weapons was a complete surprise for me. The second thing I noticed was that regular thugs will just charge at you. And you'll notice that they have the red counter indicator. In previous games, this was usually reserved for thugs with the stun baton or big guys who were too strong for you to counter. But this time around, it seems that any thug can do it if they have enough distance to run at you. This only happened as Batman engaged in combat at the very beginning, so I wonder if it's something that doesn't happen later in the fight. And the last thing I had no idea about were these big enemy thugs. I obviously expected some kind of larger enemy. I mean, every Arkham game has had them before, but really what surprised me is the fact that you can simply counter them now. The indicator is blue. The counter doesn't do any damage to the big thug, which, by the way, they're called brutes. It only serves to prevent you from taking damage, and they still need a beatdown to be taken out. Normal attacks probably won't work, but the simple fact that you can counter them will make the brutes a lot easier to deal with. And that's it for this episode of Arkham Talk. I really like the way dual play looks. Its integration with the free flow combat looks very natural. Of course, if you focus on what the AI is doing, they're just jumping all over the place. It looks kinda dumb, but when you're playing, you're only really focusing on your character and the thugs around you, so they'll just be on the background doing their own thing. That's okay. But let me know what you guys think about what we've seen today on the dual play. Join the discussion on the comments. While you're down there, click the like button and subscribe for more gaming goodness. I've been Globku. Take care, everyone. See you next time.